Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is your host, Peter. We are starting with our instruments, and I want us to pay close attention. There are oftentimes it might be difficult for small accounts, to have multiple uh, positions within a small time frame, but we have to find a way around it. Now, there is a video that I did. It was a daily video that I posted one time. I said, we may be in for a much bigger correction to the upside. For now, this is protected by this resistance created here by this correction. So we need to take out this before we visit this next resistance. Will this turn to be a much bigger correction? We'll wait and see. There are things that must tick. There are boxes that must be ticked before that comes into play. But for now, we are still seeing this as a possible finished or about finished correction that may turn down if it does not break this top. So how many waves can we see? The downside here, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It may just be the end of this move for us to have probably a 50% correction that will not break this area before we fall again. Having said that, all we are looking for is an opportunity. Then how do we proceed? And this is where we need to pay attention. How do we proceed? Now, this is how we proceed. If this will be a correction to the downside, the price has given us an A wave from here to this point and a B wave to this point. If this will be a C wave, this will not break this top. But if it's going to be a more complex wave, then we may have seen an A, B, and a C at this level. And the O3 ABC becomes a bigger A. And what we have here may just be a B from here down here, a B, and we may see another leg. In that case, that leg will break this without breaking this before we turn down. Now, you may not see that on this time frame. Let's break it down to 4-hour time frame for you to see it further. What I said. On the 4-hour time frame, this is still correction. The mode is correction, but they can turn it bigger. That's what I'm saying. Now, if you look at this, if I zoom again, this to the downside is a move like a 1. Sorry, to this point, this is a bigger correction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like I said, watch again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Would that be a 5 correction? And we're going to see a bigger ABC. Now, this is the protected resistance for now, and this is the second one. So if price will break this, price will not break this. How do we proceed? What I said here is that this is correction. This is very, very corrective. And the price is not going all the way to break this top for now. So how to plan? This looks like we have an A B here, and this at finish a C wave. So the old triad may turn to be an A bigger A, and the movement here will turn out to be, a B wave. That means a bigger B wave. If it is a bigger B wave, then this will be going up to break the top. But the sign that you would see, you will pick is that all these are 4-hour time frame candle. Each candle is 4 hours. So if we put a resistance here and we put a support at this low, all we can do is to watch for what price will do within that consolidation. So if price will break down here and the 4-hour body will close across that support, fully close above that support, below that support, which means not to give us a wick. These are wicks. If it's a wick that is thrown below it, it's not valid. If it's a wick that is thrown above it, it is not valid. But the body must close below this. It may be across it, but at least it has to close. So once that closes on 4 hours, it means that the momentum has shifted back to the downside. If this should close, the body should close across above, it means that we are in for that bigger correction that I said, a big A, a big B, and a big C that will not break this. So at this point, it's still 50-50. If I try to zoom, like I said, it's 50-50. This look finish. Again, what the price may do is that price may have turned this one to a wave 4 of the last C. The C wave here, if you're looking at the C wave here from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In that case, if it is the 5th wave that is going up, which I doubt for now, then it should not break this top. And so, which may mean that they are trying to turn this. You can see the movement so far, very, impulsive movement both ways. They went up, give us an impulse that didn't break low. So for now, this should be a protected low. Anytime price will come here again, it means we are going low. That's what I can see here. But here, it's still very difficult to say we are going up. They might run this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's a diagonal, then they might flush down. So we just need to watch for signs. What do we need to do? We put in our resistance here on this yellow and our resistance here at this low. For our back candle across this, closest across it, we are down. For our candle close above this yellow, we are going up because we are almost making nonsense of this trend resistance for now. So we may be going up and to visit around this area without breaking this red around this area. So we need to just wait some more because as far as I'm concerned, this is completed as an ABC. ABC to the upside is completed. And so this might just be the internal B wave of a bigger correction in the making for us to trust to the upside. So we'll wait and see. If anybody wants to now do a buy stop for this, I think the top of this wave is where you want to look for your buy stop and wait for other corrections here. And here is where you can now begin to look for your sell stop if you want to place those order. But in between now, you need to be careful and watch what is going. Having said that, the same thing applies to euro dollar. I'd use DXY to give us a good explanation. So it's the same thing, but the way this candle is, it appears as if we are still going up. We may still be going up to grab this liquidity. Now, the price is seen as if it's going down for now. We may be going up if the price would break this low here, this low here, and 4-hour candle sitting across it, then we are going down. So it's corrective so far. We may have seen the end of the complex correction, and this may just be an A, and this may be the height of the B. It may be A of a B, B of a B. We may be going up for a C of a B. So we need to see what that is. If we're going for a C of a B, if we have a buy at the high, we may relinquish those buy to look for. These are levels to look for sales. These are levels to look for a buy. But in between, but for now, don't do anything. We'll just continue to watch if I'm piloting you. Pound USD. It's also the same. It's also the same. You can see rejections and all of that. These may now be an ABC or a WXY of the first move. We may be wanting to break this low here. So if that is the case, this may be an A wave, B wave, and C wave may be going up, then for us to come down. So this, if this wants to go up more, some more, it won't break this low, then we'll be looking for a further correction to the upside for us to push down. I see little strength coming to the dollar. NZD USD. NZD USD also, if this wants to come down, we can see how many waves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. Will this one still come down one more time, or will grind up? This may grind up, correct, then go up, then give us a bigger, much bigger correction. So it's still, you don't want to really buy at this level now with what this is creating. So this might now be an A wave, the first cursor, and we might have, without breaking this level here, we might have a B wave, then turn down to give us a C wave before we go up again. All these things just need patience. We need patience now before the next move. USD yen, USD JPY. Dollar is gathering momentum to push down. So we might see this also going up. Like we said, this might not be ready until it touches around 160. So this is still very clear that is going up to break up to finish up the ending structure. That is what we can see in this case. Like we said, in this mode, we are still coming to grab this liquidity around this area. So for now, this is seen as wave 4 correction. If it is 1, 2, 3, 4 here, then we are now into the last structure that we want to create, which is the 5th wave. And in that 5th wave, to me, this is still a 1, a 2, a 3 we break up, a 4, a 5 before we turn down. The same scenario with Euro Yen. Euro Yen is the same scenario with Euro Yen. So we can see how this one is building up. This will continue to waste our time here. We may have seen 1, 2. This may be a 4th wave, and we'll continue to watch the way this one is also grinding. This may still give us a more correction here. This may just be a 1. This may be a 2. this may still break this low. Without taking this too low here, price may still push up. And the last but not the least is gold. The last but not the least is gold. Now, what we can see forming on gold is we are seeing this move, an A or the fourth wave here, and that we are now into the fifth wave. So this is the wave one of the five, the diagonal. This might appears to be wave two, wave three, and if this is 1 and 2, 3, this is good for 4. So far we don't break this low, then it is good for a fourth wave. Then we push up one more time to finish up the fifth wave before we begin to see a much bigger correction. That is what I can see here. But if the price will break this low, it means that then we are still in a bigger fourth wave of this one being an A, B, and a C to the downside. Then we turn up. But I don't see that for now. The most favored here is for price not to break this low, but to continue to grind to the upside. Now, what this may be, it's an A, B, C, which has finished its movement in that place. And this may just be the first wave and the second wave, the third wave to come, the fourth wave, the fifth wave, then for us to turn to the downside. With that said, do like, share, comment, subscribe to this channel if you haven't, so for you to see anytime we post a video, you will see the video. So bye.